Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Leonie and this is my little corner of the internet where I share with you all of my yarn craft adventures. And I thought it would be a great idea for us to just review some of the FOs for 2023 because I got plans for 2024, but you know, how realistic is the plans that I have, or are the plans that I have? And it's always nice to look back. When you look at things on a day-to-day basis, it feels like nothing's happening. You sometimes get frustrated that things are not progressing as fast as it should. And yet, when I went on to Ravelry this morning and I filtered my makes for 2023, I was pleasantly surprised how that little bit that you do feel you are progressing, actually how it adds up over the course of a year. And yeah, I would say there would have been more projects completed, finished. There were parts of this year 2023 where things got a little bit hectic in terms of work and life and school and so on, but it's okay. If I look back at how many objects I did finish, I am impressed. Just for relevance, today is the 29th of December 2023. So we've got 3 days, including today, left of this year. Then we're going into 2024, which I'm very excited for. Okay, but let's get into the finished objects. I did not bring the socks. My socks get worn or they've been gifted. So yeah, 7 pairs of socks done in 2023, of which 2 were patterns that I released. The first one was my New Year's sock pattern, and the second one was the My Heart sock pattern that I released in February around Valentine's Day. So I'm very proud of that. The fact that I actually wrote 2 knitting patterns and released it on Ravelry. I'm impressed with myself. And then some other sock make highlights where I made 2 socks that I gifted my brother and sister for their birthdays. And then there was this Socktober, the DB Socktober sock along in October, where we made the stripy bird-eyed socks, which is a pattern from or by my friend Mariette from the Boervrou. And I made those socks with the Scrappy Tober box by Naughty Habit, which were, I think, I can't remember how many colors, mini skeins we got. And I just, whatever came out on the day, it was like a small advent in October, and whatever color and yarn that came out that day, I just put it into my stripy bird-eyed socks and it came out beautiful. I'm very happy with that. So that's the socks. I think not much more to say about socks. Then I made one hat, which is the Musselburgh hat by Isolde Teague. That's the pattern name. Musselburgh. There we go. So the Musselburgh hat is a tube that you knit. You cast on one end, you do some increases, set your pinhole cast on, you knit a tube, you do some decreases and you close it off. And then when you're ready to wear it, you will just tuck the one end inside. Oh my, let me just get this proper. Sorry, I've got notes on my screen here, that's why I'm looking that side. So there we go, I finally got it in. And then yeah, you can even fold over the end to give it another layer over your ears. So this is essentially a double layer hat with 4 layers if you fold it over for your ears. The yarn I used was this Katia cotton yarn, 100% cotton. It's a DK weight, and I had to use 4 of these 50 gram skeins, or skeins, because I cannot remember the right name now. And yeah, I'm very happy with that. That's my muscle that I had. Then next up was a cowl. I made one cowl as well, which is the Bandana Rama cowl. It's a cowl all around. It's fixed, but it's got this point on here which makes it a bandana as well. So this is a test that I did for Mariana Miller of Sweet Crochet Dreams, and I used for this Big Fox yarns sorry, I used for this the Big Fox yarns sock base. So this is a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and the colorway was the Night Nova. And yeah, I'm very happy with this. Great pattern for a single skein, special single skein lying around. Next, 2 shawls, and one of them, or both of them, are the Mystery Knit-alongs by Stephen West. So I started the twist and turns in October 2022, but I only finished it January 2023. So here's my twist and turn shawl. This was made also with Kaiso, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon from Naughty Habit, and this was a custom dye that Mincy did for me. Just want to show again. I just love this shawl. I wear it a lot. So this was the 2022 Mystery Knit-along by Stephen West, and then I also finished this year's Mystery Knit-along, which is the Dew Gradient shawl. There we go. I opted not to put the tassels on. And this was also done in Kaiso by Naughty Habit. Again, a custom dye that Mincy did for me. And I really love this shawl. I love it. This is awesome. Again, if I didn't mention, Stephen West Mystery Knit-alongs, that happens every year in October. So I finished this one. Let me see, I've got my Ravelry open. Not sure how accurately I captured everything. Me and Ravelry sometimes don't get along too good. I said here December 21st. I think it was a little bit earlier. I just updated Ravelry December 21st. But at least I got it done in the same year as the knit-along, as when the knit-along started. Okay. I did the shawls, I spoke about the cowl, I spoke about the hat. Now, I made 6 garments or tops this year, of which 3 of them were ranunculuses or ranunculi. The ranunculus is a very popular pattern by Knit Cafe Midori, and I'm wearing the most recent one I made. And this one I made using Cotton King's fingering weight cotton, and I held it double. So I got this yarn when we went to the Netherlands, yeah, from Hobby. And yeah, so I held 2 strands of the fingering weight cotton together with using a 4mm needle, knitting needle, and I made it short sleeved. I did not go for cropped. It's sitting a little bit on my hips. It's sitting on my hips. This was in total the 4th ranunculus I made. I made another ranunculus in 2022. Then the first ranunculus that I made this year was this one, the first one? Yeah, I think this one was the first one I made. This was made with double knit, 100% double knit merino from Cowl Blues, and this was one of their Diva colorways. I chose the Adele colorway, and I made 3/4 sleeves, also full length body, and yeah, love it. I wear it a lot. Just the other day it was raining, it was cool, and this was the first one that I grabbed. It's not too warm because of the 3/4 sleeves, and yeah, just keeps me cozy. What else I need to say? I think that's it. Okay, then the next ranunculus I made was right after this one. I was like, I need more, and ta-da! This one's got more like a bracelet length sleeve, and I made this using the Kaiso yarn from Mincy, some grey colorways that she's got and that I had in my stash. I didn't buy, and I held that together with mohair. Yeah, it's African Expressions. I cannot remember. I think it's African Expression Hope. I'll put the right name on the screen if I'm not remembering correctly. Yeah, this one also gets worn a lot, and it's also a full body length. I love it. I love the ranunculus pattern. It's my favorite, to be honest. Then I did for my birthday, October 2022, Mariana Miller from Sweet Crochet Dreams gave me a pattern. I could choose any one of her patterns, and I chose the Silver Sage sweater pattern, and this is it. It's a tee, and my favorite thing about it is the edging. These puff stitch edges around the neck, at the bottom, instead of ribbing. It just finishes off the garment so nicely. The yarn that I used for this garment was sock yarns, which I also bought in cones in 2022, and I dyed this myself with natural yarn dyes. This light pink, I used cochineal, which is a bug that grows on cacti. I don't know what's the English word for perksfire, prickly pears. So we've got some wild prickly pear plants growing on the farm, and I harvested the cochineal, dried it, threw it in the water, and threw my yarn with it in the water, and I got this light pink. And then the contrast color that I used for the border, that was dyed with beet. Peter was cooking beet, and I told him, give me the water, and I threw a 50-gram mini skein that I had ready, bloomed everything. It was just ready to go, and I threw that into the beet water, and I got this awesome dark pink tonal color out of it. Love it. So that's my Silver Sage sweater by Mariana Miller, Sweet Crochet Dreams. And then the next garment that I want to show you is also from Sweet Crochet Dreams, and that's a test that I did for her as well, and it's the Frosted Pathway cardigan. Here we go. And the yarn that I used for this is also the sock yarn that I hand dyed with copper and what else? I cannot remember what I used to dye this yarn with. I cannot remember if it was avo or what was it. Goodness, I must make better notes. But this is also hand dyed yarn, and or yarn that I dyed myself. I did not plan the speckles or anything, it just happened. It's amazing. And yeah, so this is the Frosted Pathways cardigan by Mariana Miller. I can highly recommend this pattern. I wear this cardigan a lot in winter. So the mountain is getting big here that I have to decide. Then the last garment I want to show you is the my favorite adventure sweater. I just want to open my project page because this one kept me busy for a while. Yes, I started this in March of 2022 and I only finished it in May of 2023, so it took me more than a year to get this done. There we go. This pattern is by Dragonheart yarn, Dragonheart design, apologies, and it's designed originally for Advents. I used a whole lot of mini skeins that I had. So the yarn that's in here is Esteriza Yarn Creations Cleo base, which is also a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. And I also bought like a mystery advent from them in 2022. That's Esteriza Yarn Creations. And then I had quite a few mini skeins from Naughty Habit in Kaiser base, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. From either the sock boxes or sock sets that I bought or whatever. And yeah, the main color was a custom dye that Nancy did for me, which is a very, very light grey. But I absolutely love this sweater. This is my first sort of color work garment. It's nice and warm because it's effectively a double layer for the material, and yeah, I love it. I really enjoy this sweater as well. And then the very last project we need to discuss is my Tree of Life. I'm busy opening it up here. See if there's a date. Yes, I started my Tree of Life in January 2022. I finished it December, it says on Ravelry 24th of December 2023. My mission since October of this year was, by the end of this year, my Tree of Life blanket needs to be finished. Okay, I'm going to put a picture on here as well, because to show it is very difficult while I'm sitting down here and relaxing, and you actually cannot really get the gist of it by me just holding it up. But yeah, oh goodness gracious me, this thing is big. I don't know how much you'll be able to see, but this is my Tree of Life blanket, and the pattern is by Anke Wintermans, or better known as the Crazy Crochet Cat Lady. on Instagram. And like I said, I started this January 8th, 2022. So I saw it on Instagram and I was like, wow, wow. And I've got a thing for the Tree of Life symbol and the meaning behind it. So when I saw it and it's so beautiful, I was like, this is it. I need to make it. This is the ultimate challenge. You must do it. So it is I'm even struggling to find my words here. Mosaic crochet. It's mosaic crochet pattern. I did this with Cowl pure gold yarns. So a variety of colors, as you can see, with the aim to illustrate a African sunset behind the Tree of Life, which also in a African sense is normally the baobab tree. And yeah, it's Cowl pure gold double knit. I used a 4mm crochet hook, and I don't know what else to tell you about this. I'm not going to put a border around this blanket because my husband Peter is convinced we need to frame it and put it up in the house as an artwork. I am more than supportive of that idea. So yeah, I'm very, very, very proud of this blanket. I must say it took a while, but it was worth every minute, every stitch, every early morning. Yeah, it's just amazingly beautiful. The top part is definitely my favorite, but then also the sunset at the bottom. Let me see if I can get this. The sunset at the bottom. I just love this. Okay, so that's my makes for 2023. Like I said, it's a lot of my finished objects for 2023. It is a lot of FOs, even though it didn't feel like that during the course of the year, but yeah, I'm very happy. Please comment below. Tell me some of your all-time FO achievements and some pattern recommendations for 2024 for me. And I am planning to make a video tomorrow or the day after for my current plans for 2024. So you are more than welcome to give me some suggestions. I am open. I wish you all a awesome New Year's Eve and New Year if you only watching this in January. Thank you so much for all of your support and the comments and the love that I receive from everybody watching. And then I'll see you in the new year. Bye.